Did you need it for a specific thing, or you just
Heard
really
of that.
wanted it?
Well,
Is
I
that
needed it so I could sit on the couch and play games.
I respect
Real,
that.
that's how it
real.
I
works?
Cause
respect that.
it's like a Steam Deck, but it literally just runs Windows, and
Oh,
That
like
hey,
is a computer.
that's
Yeah,
kind of
y'all
rad,
get off.
actually.
Hop on with
Interesting.
It
y'all.
has a better GPU in it than Nono's laptop does.
That's so
Well,
funny.
no need to call me out like that, Tintin, but I see how it
For
is.
only $100 more, it's a better Switch.
I
No,
don't.
it is. I'm not gonna go into the specifics, but it's a little more. Actually, how much is a Switch?
Like
Well,
300.
a Switch used to be like 300. It was like $499 or
It's not much more
200
than
more.
that. Yeah.
I don't.
Y'all need to check out the stream right now. The stream is going crazy.
It is $469.
BT, I was
I
gonna.
didn't get
Can I
mine for
hop on
much
with
more
y'all?
than that.
Like, are y'all doing setups still?
Okay.
Yeah, no, I done told you 3 times you can hop on with us. You
Couldn't hear you. Not gonna lie.
wasn't listening.
I'm
But
trying my
yes, you can
hardest right
join
now.
us.
I'm listening to 1010 ruin my computer, bro, with them facts, bro.
I told you in the other Discord you
It's an
could
old
join.
computer, man.
It's getting up there, 1010. It's been a while since you bought this one.
Yeah, it's made in like 2018.
Yeah.
I've got GTA
parts
pulled
I
are
up in the
think
made in
window.
Oscar is
2018.
fighting with his audio because he hasn't said anything in a few minutes, and
Oh, Oski.
my assumption is that he's only not spoken because he can't. Okay.
Well, he actually said he hated me today multiple times. Told me he's gonna spit on my family's grave, and then poured a drink on me.
True.
Well,
True.
Oscar, I didn't know.
Well,
what-
actually, I have
True.
one. I have
True.
one very important
True. I was
question.
there. True.
What kind of drink did he pour on you?
Diet Coke.
Okay, he hates you. He hates you deep. Okay.
It was McDonald's.
He wouldn't even
right?
spring for real sugar. It had to be aspartame.
I was about to say
It was
aspartame.
whack.
He said, "You know what? You don't need it." He said, "You don't need real sugar." Throws whole can at you. Doesn't
my
even open it.
forehead.
Okay. Just... I'm now
Yeah, that's what
so
Oscar did to me today.
I'm so invested to see if he can actually get his headset to work because he just keeps muting and unmuting himself
Yeah,
and
he
then
needs
deafening and
deafened now.
re-deafening himself. And
He doesn't know, guys.
I'm like, he's trying so hard, and I really respect it. Fighting with audio is the worst. Okay.
Real. Wake up's weird. I don't miss you.
While we're waiting for him to hopefully get his audio working, quick group survey. As a group, he said what?
He said "This es triste" in the chat, which I'm not. I'm not like my cousin. I don't speak Spanish, but I'm pretty sure that means this is sad.
Does mean that. Trust me,
Poor
guys, I'm a
bud.
Spanish guy.
I don't speak French.
He just
That's if anybody would know, he would.
True.
Oscar has to play text only tonight.
True.
So tough. Okay, group survey time. As a group, how do we feel about when I have a music bot in the chat playing ambiance music? Do we hate it because it's too much going on?
I'm fine, but
I
I'm
like
also
it, I just turn
I'm
it
most to
down.
have it deafened. That's just
Okay.
another thing because there's a bunch of people talking and usually some more audio
Yeah.
in that audio, and
music
it just
is
mixes me up
great.
sometimes.
I don't think
Okay,
you should
y'all.
worry because we can deafen if we don't want it.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah.
That's true. That's fair. Because I'm only having this argument because I found one song today that I was like, I would play this on a loop for 4 hours.
Well, then we will listen. If it's given the seal of approval, we will listen.
Is it the lo-fi fantasy?
No, it's not. I haven't listened to a bunch of lo-fi fantasy, but that's because I just listen to lo-fi a lot.
Is it Pirates on the Boat?
Pirates on a boat.
No, that's
Pirates
great.
on a
Hold
boat.
on.
Is it
Pirates
I'm
on a boat. Pirates on a boat.
Tyrannosaurus Rex
Rex
on the
on a
boat.
boat. Tantan, is that the only Unimog song you've heard?
He's going fast.
No, I did
Hold
not know
on.
that was an actual song.
That is an
Hey
actual
Nate, will you
song
invite
by
me to your
Miles
CEO?
called
Maybe-
Pirates on a Boat.
Maybe I'm out of touch with kids these days, huh?
You're finally old enough to say that.
Man,
I
maybe
think kids are out of touch with kids these days.
Okay, it's
maybe
by
I'm not a Zoomer anymore, you know?
it's
Hey,
Miles, Pirates on a
you-
Boat. He also makes other hit songs such as
Heads
I'm
up,
Out of
you
Town.
shouldn't want to touch
I'm out of
kids.
town in Hong Kong. Blood is wild.
I'm Out of Town was funnier before you sang it. I was hoping it would be different.
Yeah.
Forget this stuff.
He's the one that was on Jimmy Fallon, whatever his show is.
Jimmy Fallon.
The Tonight Show.
Yeah. Yeah, here's my favorite rapper, guys, and then played a song.
I play songs
My
sometimes. Man.
brothers.
I mean, don't we all
We're
play
playing
songs sometimes?
I beat my truck.
Well, I
I'm
beat
gonna
my
go
wife.
get
So,
something to drink.
Dang.
Wow.
Dude, spit,
Hold on.
dude.
That's what I said at Ethan's wedding. I was like, this is the sound it makes when I beat my wife because someone like dropped a glass bottle.
Does it play? We'll find out.
it is
I
playing
hear
right
it.
now.
It's not
I
playing
love
for
beating
me.
my
going
wife.
crazy.
Sounds
My
like
volume's turned
good
down.
old tavern jam.
The flute going nuts right now. For real, for
Yeah.
real.
This is tavern
Um,
music,
They
boys.
can
Wait,
say
no,
it's
no,
on
no,
flute
no. It
all
gets
the time.
better. Hold on,
Oh,
because it goes hard. Hold on.
Hey, I'll be back. I'm
Hey,
gonna go
hey,
fill up
Can
my
y'all
drink.
invite me
We're
to
listening
the
to
crew?
techno. It's a
Are you
baby,
in our
bruh.
lobby?
We got the damn baby in the D&D session, bruh.
Oscar! Is that
Hello,
1010 Jr.?
baby.
Is
Hello,
that
little
1010 Jr.?
baby.
Is that 1010
Oscar is such a
Jr.?
dad, bruh.
True.
Why
Look at
can't I
that
see
man.
his? I see his
Tab
hand
in,
now.
bruh.
1010, you're literally missing out on 1010 Jr.
You know
right
what's
now.
you know what's fun about Oscar, Mateo, and Kathleen? Oscar's put it in legal binding contracts that if he were to pass away, I get to be Kathleen's husband and Mateo's father.
Yeah.
We gotta talk some stuff out because I'm also in a binding contract.
Ethan's the godfather.
Hey, somebody has given us all the guns.
Yo, I need to join. I need to join. It's loading right now.
Okay. All
Initial
right.
sync.
Every
I'm
time
in.
I go in
I'm in.
Discord, I can't find Owlbear, and then I find it.
Alright, y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Can I be invited?
Join. No,
How?
no.
Pirates
You
on the
knew
boat.
how to do it the other day. Why don't you know how to do it now?
All right, ladies and gents. I think it's recap.
Go to
time.
friends and press join me.
No, I'm in your lobby. Like, I need to join y'all's thing.
Recap time. Recap time.
Recap.
Last we left off, the party, for the most part, hung out in an open field with a bunch of beer and did their best not to buy NFTs. Okay? Some of us succeeded, some of us barely succeeded.
Mental breakdown.
All right. Then one party member got lucky with a water genasi woman. Another party member completed the mission of dropping off 18 people by himself. Okay.
Yeah.
One of them played the piano because he has his arm back, and one of them talked to ants.
Hey, BT.
Yeah. That was insane, by the way.
Okay.
The entire neopolitical conversation.
But none of this is as wild as Ephesus, a bounty hunter gunslinger, getting an intern who is a wizard gnome. All right.
That's about par for the course
Real.
for me.
I'm gonna just get my
To
card.
be honest.
Oh, word.
Things are wild out here. All right. But
Well,
yep,
yeah.
you're gonna say. Go ahead.
I was like, well, at least we got the people to save me.
At least you got the people to say it.
My bad.
This is so true.
My bad.
One order of business before we get back into the game. Due to some just hilarious roleplay and just some clever, what's the word I'm looking for? Just some clever use of spells from Nono. Nono, you
Yeah.
have a new magic item.
What?
Okay?
Let's go. No,
You
no.
need to add insect colony to your inventory.
That's so sick.
I was gonna ask you if I could wild shape into swarm of ants.
Yeah.
Now you just have a thing, okay? And I'm not gonna tell you you
That's pretty
can't
cool.
wild shape into a swarm of ants, but now you also have a thing.
This is so cool. Thank you.
Okay.
Insect
that-
colony.
Now that you have a symbiotic relationship with your ants.
You offer them competition. Offer you these.
All right.
Oh
Second
my
order of
gosh.
business. we know where Alduin spent the night last night. Where
Yo, this
did
ought
the
to go so
rest of
hard.
you spend the night last night?
On the side of the road talking to my aunts.
If y'all need a place to stay, I can ask if the Ekrars can provide temporary lodging.
Yo, the ant colony goes so hard, actually. Holy crap.
We were out in like an open plain, right? Because that's how
Yes.
the bar was set up.
Yes, the bar was set up in a
like
park.
a-
So
You know
Wait, so
how
would
it
this show
like
up in my actions? Sorry.
one more time.
Would the colony show up in my actions or something?
It might not. I tried to get it to let me do that, but because it's set up as an item and not a weapon, it wouldn't let me just put it in your actions for some reason.
Okay. That's fine. I have it equipped. I was just making
Okay.
sure because I couldn't
Cool.
find it. It's 2 charges though, right?
did
It
they
has
get
2
like
charges.
a
How do I
normal
regain
state
the
park?
Does it say how to regain the charges?
One more time.
Does it say how to regain the charges?
Yes, you should regain them on a long rest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If it's not clearly in there, I can fix that. But anyways, Coleman/emphasis, you were saying.
Yes, sir. What I was saying was, do they have like an RV parking, like a camping section, like a normal state park?
Well, it's not a state park. It's more like you're like a small like city park, you know?
You know
But
that works.
I will say there is a place where you can just like tie up your donkey and or horse and leave them.
Well, I
You
have a
see there's a
tent.
lot of just there's a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? There's just a lot of rows of places to tie up your horse, and then all of them have a sign that say "Don't ride drunk" on them.
Yeah, like, keep me.
If y'all need a place to stay in the city, my guild has some extra bunks. I can probably see if there's room.
Over the night, I have very much became a complete ant historian. I know the entire history of the ants on my world.
Let's go.
On your
From
world.
from the rise and fall of the Roman Empire to World War II of ants, I know what's going on now.
He's been called up. I think I'll probably pitch my tent out in the
In the park? Okay.
Yeah, out in
You're
the
just
park.
setting up. Okay, he's
I
just
just, like,
setting up in the park.
I stand up somewhere like a statue and just deactivate for a while, see how much money I can get.
Okay, just shut down.
That works.
Okay.
Like, I'm the robot guy.
And you just hold that and put a hat at your feet or something.
Actually, it's
Alright.
the ants. The ants just circle up around them and collect coins.
Yeah. They crawl around the streets and pick up the coins on their backs.
Nate Crazy. Where
Yes?
did Leo spend the night last night?
He just like got the or the tavern / open area bar place is it considered in a city?
It is. You guys are in a city. It's just like
Okay, so
inside
there's definitely
a
a
park.
tavern.
Yeah, there's an actual like tavern and
They
or
would let
inn.
me buy a room. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yes, for sure.
Once again, if you don't need a place to stay, I could ask if there's any extra bunks at Ekrars.
I'm gonna ask you this because this is kind of important to the working of the city. Because everything in Dalfroma is expensive. Would you try, because you are Leo and you are a well-to-do guy, would you go to the nicest one you could find, or would you
Yes.
just go to a decently nice one?
Decently nice one.
Okay, in that case, it only cost you 20 silver a night at a
Why?
decently nice one. Oscar disconnected. And then he reconnected
He disconnected.
and then disconnected again?
No, I bounced and came back.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know if y'all were able to hear me. I was asking, it's like, could I check if there's any extra bunks at the Ekrars that people could stay at?
Yeah, for sure. You can do that. I was just
Yeah.
checking for each individual person if they had a place they would want to
And
stay.
I
I know
was
that you would probably crash at the Ekrars. And
I
know
was-
there's extra
I was
bunks. 'Cause-
going to ask, it's like, hey, if y'all need a place to stay, I can hook y'all up.
But if no one takes you up on that offer, looks like you get to crash at the alone.
Well, I have 18 humans.
Yes, with 18 human beings, yes. Who are all comfortably able to fit inside the very large bunkhouse of the Ekrars.
Pretty good. Yeah.
A lot of rooms. You do see
I
though
got
when
my
you get
my
there
whole
that
back.
night that like they're getting a lot of odd looks,
Yeah.
from other like hunters coming in and out. They're just like everyone's like, those aren't elves, those aren't elves. Where did these 18 non-elves come from?
So, do I get my whole back?
I still haven't. I haven't found you yet. I don't know where you are.
Well,
So that's
most
a
likely
no.
I would still be with you. I wouldn't let anyone near. I'll love that whole out of my sight because what's in there.
Well,
That's
you had like gone and slinked off to an alley while I went and dropped off the humans.
well, uh he was at the park with the rest of the party. You came to the park after you dropped the
Yeah.
humans off. He knows you've got the hole. If you went back to the Ekrars, I assume, unless you're going to try to actively hide from him, he could have followed you there.
No, I didn't know if he. I didn't know where he was because I think he had said he was off like hiding somewhere.
Yeah,
I
but
would just
hiding in the general sense that he's always kind of hiding, but
That's
near where the party is.
He's
Okay.
hiding from society.
because if
Oscar
I
said his
die, that
computer had
holds
to
my
update
saving
earlier.
grace.
His computer had to update.
Yes, he said he is updating it now. He'll be back.
He'll be back. Okay, I respect that.
Well, if you see me, you'll notice I have a fancy pitch black pocket square that I didn't have before.
You know where that
I
hole
think
is.
I would very quickly acquire that back.
Gotta get that hole. Gotta get that hole, man. That man's whole livelihood's in there.
Bob,
Man,
here,
oh, that's
here,
fine. Let's go.
here. You
My-
left this pocket. You left your pocket
Oh,
square in the wagon.
livelihood.
I greatly appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
Pretty fancy pocket square.
You didn't touch anything inside of it, did you?
What? I mean,
You didn't touch anything inside.
I got the people out.
Once he gives me back, almost instantaneously, I open it up and check if everything is back where it should be.
My car looks so decent.
Everything is
Roll
as
success.
was before the humans went in.
Okay.
You do see, you think, just like because you had 18 people stuck in this hole for a little while, there's a little bit of wear and tear on a particular object that you're trying to hide in there. As if a bunch of people were just like
Wait.
bumping up against it a lot while they were in there.
Okay. I mean the one that's inside the crate, or
No, I mean the other one.
my
Yeah.
no, the other one. I
Yeah.
don't want that.
Yeah, so
I
he
start polishing it
looks
and,
like there's nothing wrong with him, but yeah, you do think like he would need a polish, you know?
like instantaneously without even missing a beat.
Your little
Bring out a
autonome.
I'm start polishing my autonome.
I got you. So you just drop in, pull out a bottle of polish and a rag, start going to work.
Alright, I fold up the
Right.
hole and drag it into an alley and be like, "Don't just do this in public." I don't lock you in it, but like I'll drag the hole like a rug, like one would a rug
Move it
into
over
the
here.
alley. I'm just like, what are you doing in public, man?
These damn humans, they just they mess with my stuff. I can't have that.
Well, this is what you get when you shove 18 people in a 10 by 10 hole, It's a little bit of a cramped space.
Big team, my whole game just froze.
Do you have a place to
I
stay
mean-
for the night, or do you need lodging tonight?
Who? Me?
Yeah.
Most likely.
Other than
yeah.
the hole.
I will probably be staying in my hole to the
Big team, did y'all's game crash?
I'm staying. Always find an armory or a blacksmith.
That's true.
where I
You
know
do
where to
always
keep
find
my
an
own.
armory or a blacksmith. Well, there's plenty of blacksmiths around. You don't know about the armory because Dolphroma is a much bigger place than Moontown was.
Yes.
But you can find a blacksmith shop pretty quickly and set up your hole for the night.
Okay.
Not
I
much
would
of a
like to
problem
do
there.
that in the back.
Okay. Hell yeah. Get in there, start cleaning, get a good night's rest. Feels comfortable. Feels good to be back in the hole,
Absolutely it does.
You hated wagon
Oh,
life. I think we all know
and
that.
If my century is still out there, I want to recast century.
Okay, all right. So you want to
My
get your bird
steel,
back. You're still
Steel
defender,
washer.
yeah,
and then have it continue
place it
to.
right outside my hole.
Oh yeah, just have it continue to watch you for the night. I respect that.
I'll head back to the Ekrars and bunk up.
Okay, hell yeah.
And
So
then in the
everyone
morning, collect my
crashed
money,
separately, it seems, that night.
And then in the morning, collect my money from the stuff that I turned in earlier.
Oh yeah. I got you. Yes, you can collect that in the morning for sure. Everyone crashed separately. As far as the next morning goes, we need to jump over to Alduin for a moment.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Alduin,
Roll
Oh.
charisma.
does he have audio this time? He is silent. He is silent as is the grave. Well, anyways, Alduin, it is the next morning.
Yes, sir.
First thing, I need a performance check.
One more time.
I need a performance check.
Oh no.
Okay, hold on. That is a 19.
Oh.
I mean, when you got game, you got game. You know what I mean?
Theron's blood runs through my veins.
Theron's blood runs through your veins. All right. Secondly, as you awake the following morning, in a quaint little house, not too far from the park that you left last night, could you give me a perception check?
Always willing for a perception check. That's a 21. I'm rolling pretty good now.
Hey, what a way to start. On 21, first thing you notice when you wake up, Maeve, the Water Genasi woman who you went home with, is no longer in the bed with you, but you do hear her somewhere else in the house. She's just she has gotten up and has started moving around while you were still asleep. Second, you start kind of looking around for a moment. And you see, like I said, quaint little bedroom, like a king size bed. There's like a rocking chair in one corner, a wardrobe up against a far wall, and then up against the wall on like that you're nearest is another wardrobe.
She likes clothes.
Um, you hear her knocking around, and then you see her like peer her head in the doorway, and you see that she's just got a sheet wrapped around her, and is not wearing any clothes.
Sheesh, ma'am.
And you see your armor and her clothes are just scattered around the room, and she goes, "Morning."
Morning.
She goes, I don't normally do this sort of thing. Do you want coffee?
Sure. Me either, to be honest. So I'm
All right.
I'm just kind of going with the flow.
All right. Well, you see that she goes, okay, great, and she kind of walks her way into the kitchen, and you hear her like start banging around for a kettle and stuff like that as she begins to make coffee. Um, do you get up and start like getting your armor back on? What is your procedure following
Yeah.
this?
I help her out too. You know.
Okay, so you get up and you get your armor back on, and as you walk into the sort of living room area that's kind of open concept, there's a living room and then like the kitchen's just on the next wall, you know.
Mhm.
Um you walk in, you see her getting a kettle and water and uh getting out coffee grinds that she has in a kind of a little tin. And then on that same perception check, as you walk into the living room, you see um just quaint little furniture set around a little coffee table, and then on the back wall of would be the living room. There is a painting of Maeve. Um, oh, Oscar, we had audio that time.
There's yeah.
There's audio.
This is an audio moment.
So this is actually super tragic. I still couldn't get my headset to work. So my webcam apparently has a mic, and so I'm
Oh
using
no!
that. So if I sound
Hey,
trash, I'm
You
sorry.
sound crunchy, but we're here for it.
hey, that is what it is. It'd be like
The
that
trick is to be
sometimes.
super loud and yell into it.
Yeah. Oh
Ready?
god.
You see a painting of Maeve, in
Whoa.
like a very nice, sort of like evening gown dress that's like a dark purple color.
Mhm.
And next to her in a suit is about a 4 foot tall frog man.
Hmm.
Is it a grung?
You'd be like, "Oh, you
I
got a
don't know. I'm
buddy?"
not there.
She goes, "Yeah, yeah, good friend of mine." And you see that she kind of like darts to like just staring at the kettle.
I'd take a. I assume just I have some kind of name card on me from being a missionary. I'm gonna search around for a writing utensil, and under one of the name cards under my name, I'm gonna put homewrecker. Um, and I'm just
Yikes.
gonna give her the business card.
She goes, "Oh, thank you. I mean, I promise it's not that big of a deal. Um, it's one of those things where like we both work a lot. Um,
Hey, look, man, I'm not here. Get you in any trouble with anybody, including your, I'm sure, nice husband. Um, but I'm probably gonna head out.
about that moment, you hear the door handle start to jingle a
Okay.
little
Yikes.
bit.
Okay, hold
Oscar.
on. Let me look at
Uh,
my priest. Okay, quick question: is my
Uh-huh.
class supposed to not have any cantrips?
Um,
Clerics should have
he's
sacred
not a cleric.
Paladin
He's a
flame.
kind of.
paladin. I
Oh,
can't.
he's a
I don't think.
paladin.
I think it depends on the subclass of paladin if they get a cantrip or not, because not all of them do.
I just wanted to make sure because I didn't have any cantrips.
Is there a cantrip
Um,
you want? Because I can fix that.
no, I was just gonna look at the list and I just saw that I only had Told the Dead, which was my high elf cantrip.
Mm,
But
I
it's
gotcha.
okay because to be honest, I'm probably just about to cast Charm Person.
Okay. All right.
I,
You see, entering the house, is a 4 foot tall, grung frogman entering and going, "Honey, I'm home."
Oh no.
And you see, the thing about the Church of Mesmethus is time passes, seasons change, so does our experience in the world. But Mesmethus is here to guide us through those seasons, through this passage of time, through your winters, through your summers. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is, would you like to be a member of the Church of Mesmethus?
Are you saying this to her or to him?
To her.
Okay.
I'm trying to act like I came in here, like she,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give
like
me a
being,
deception check.
Jehovah's Witness.
yeah. Like I was walking around this morning, just kind of like going house to house.
Yeah, yeah. Give me a deception check, please.
Word. I don't know if I want to have to burn a channel divinity on this, but I might have to.
Could he roll religion?
But I might have to. That's in 17.
Okay, 17's pretty good. You see that he like you see the door fully opens and he goes, "Oh, we have company." And he turns and shuts the door and she goes, "Honey, you're
You know
home
what I'm saying?
early."
Before they can get a conversation started, I wanna completely control the flow of the conversation.
Okay.
So I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna be like, "Oh, you must be her husband. She was telling me about you. I've been walking around the city this morning. I'm a missionary, and I bring out some of my business cards that I had, and I say I'm a missionary of the Church of Mesmethus, and I've just been going door to door in this new city, just trying to spread the word. I see that not many people here know about her."
He goes, "Oh wow, so nice to meet you. My name's Kelbo, Kelbo Camaway." And you see he takes the little business card and he goes, "Oh, okay, looks very official. he goes, hold on, let me see. And he starts patting himself. And you see he reaches in a pocket and pulls out a business card of his own that says Kelbo Camaway, barge captain.
Barge captain.
And he hands it to you. He goes, I just, I have a transport barge that we mostly move goods for the guilds, back and forth through the lake. But we can move anything, including, religious dignitaries such as yourself.
Well, it's my honor to be in the house of such a esteemed barge captain like yourself. Again, I'm not from around here, so I'm really not sure if that's a good or bad thing that you're a barge captain. But thank you
He
for
goes,
inviting me
it's
in
an
your
honest
home.
living.
You know, amen to that, brother.
He goes, absolutely. And you said, I'm sorry, the Church of Mesmethus? I don't think I'm overly familiar with Mesmethus. I mean, I've heard of her, of course, but I don't think as someone of an amphibian nature, such as myself, that I particularly lean that way religiously.
Well, again, I'm not here to shove anything down. I'm not here to shove anything down your throat in particular. But I don't know if anybody got that.
Yeah, I got it. But
Yeah.
you see that
but,
she loudly coughs.
But I think the word of Mesmeth is. I was trying to spread it to some people earlier, and I think it's best spread like
It's
a
breast.
spring breeze.
It's breast spread.
He goes, oh, well, that's a unique way to go about missionary work, but I like the approach. Honey, shouldn't you put on clothes before accepting guests? And she goes, oh yeah, it's a very good point. She's still got like the sheet wrapped around. She goes, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get dressed. I'm gonna. And he goes, forgive her. She gets so frazzled.
It's completely my apologies. I was a little, you know, some a spring breeze can be gentle at sometimes, but
Like
at
more
least
like a
around these
gale.
parts, from what I hear, spring is also tornado season. And I might be trying to breathe like a spring breeze right now, but around May, April times, that's just morning. I was just trying to spread the word, and that's it's completely my fault that I barged in here.
Hey, I understand you get overzealous sometimes, and you're right about it being tornado season in the spring. Because as a barge captain, let me tell you, the spring is the worst time to be out on the lake. All right, you get tornadoes, you get the behemoth koi wake up from like a long winter of sleeping, and they're a real handful. And then you get a whole new wave of orc war bands out on the water that are keep trying to take over your ship and steal all your goods. It's a real it's not a good time
Well,
to be out on the water.
I don't know if you have any help with any. I'm sure you have some kind of guards with you, or you can probably defend yourself as well. But I told you I came here with some people, and if you ever need any employment, um, me and my ragtag little group of guys can help you out if you ever need.
He goes, oh, are you guys associated with a guild of any kind?
We're working on it. Um, we just came in last night, actually.
Oh, I see. Oh, so you're very quick to start missionary work. You don't even have like a place to stay, and you're already visiting houses door to door. I appreciate that kind of commitment.
Well, I went to the guild last night and realized it's not open. And also during that
Yeah,
time,
business hours,
but yeah,
everyone
yeah,
around here shuts down at like 6:30, which honestly I think is too early. Um,
I love a man that loves to work.
I'm trying to provide.
I don't have a family or wife of my own, but I aspire to be such a devoted husband like you one day.
He goes, shucks, you're making me blush. Look, man, I won't hold you up. Obviously, you've given me the spiel. It was a beautiful spiel, by the way. And I will definitely start considering. And you see, he's still holding the business card. He's like, I will definitely start, really considering a new course of faith in my life. But I've been up all night on the barges, so if you don't mind, I'm gonna hit the hay.
Of course, sir. Well, just remember, even in your coldest winters, Miss Memphis is here to bring the spring. I just give him a nice little handshake and
he gives you a
walk out.
very nice, but a little bit, just a tiny bit slimy frog
Yeah, that
handshake.
checks out. I
Just-
try
you
not
guys,
to let it show on my face, but just come out a little bit.
yeah, and then you guys, you have a good day. And if you have any issues with it getting any of the guild business done, I know a few people, and since you've been so nice, and obviously it looked like you were helping my wife with the coffee when I came in, so you've been so helpful. I will. I know a few people I can grease some palms if you need any help. Just let me know.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
He goes, of course. Have a good day now, and he heads off into the back of the house.
I'm just gonna walk out.
Okay.
Be like, okay. I'm gonna take a sip of the coffee first. Go, yeah, that's good right there.
Hold on. It's decent coffee. It's all right. It's not the best coffee you've ever had, but it's okay. And you
wash the
you
mug
head
before I
out.
leave as well.
You're gonna what?
The mug that I used to like drink some. I'm just gonna wash it before I leave.
Okay, all right. You wash it out. Put the mug up. Um. Yeah, and then you head out.
I'm gonna go door to door just for a little bit, just kind of sell that I want
You
to
keep it up. Okay. Okay. You see, you get a variety of different reactions. Most of it are just people being like, "Dude, it's 8 o'clock in the morning." Like,
I'm trying to stick around the neighborhood for a little bit just to see if I hear any arguing.
give me a perception check.
I'm rolling like a menace tonight. That's 21.
21, you don't hear any arguing. You just hear a very loud, obviously frog snoring.
I'm never
As
gonna
it
think about
he
this again.
passed right out.
I'm
Never think about this again.
About this again.
Okay. All right. So after wandering the neighborhood for a little bit, do you have a way to find the rest of the party, or are you just gonna?
Champions Guild.
I know that Daxley
Mhm.
knows the Ekrars.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'd be there or not, but that's the literally only place I know.
Yeah, you do know
I guess
that.
I could go ahead and try the Merchants Guild.
I mean, yeah, it is. It is. It is business hours now. You could just head to the Merchants Guild if you wanted to, and see about setting up a guild of your own, like you were trying to do last night.
I don't want to. Just me as a player, I don't want to take that time from the rest of the party though without them.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll just go back to Ekrars.
Okay, you're gonna head to the Ekrars. Respect that.
I want to go to the Champions Guild.
Nono's headed to the Champions Guild. We will go. We will address that in just a moment.
Reese, did I clear that boss fight?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
You're good,
This
buddy. You
wasn't
got
gonna
out
come
of it.
back to bite me.
Hey, you're all right currently. I'll let you know later. Okay.
The
But
DC
you
is next time you go back to her house at night.
I just gotta stop by the tavern. The rest will go from there.
Yep.
it's Ethan literally texted me after last session, was like, I hope I don't get AIDS. I was like, I got something way funnier. Okay. I was like, hold on.
I was nervous about trying this again because last time I did, I got tiefling. What was it? Tiefling AIDS.
Yeah, you got tiefling AIDS. Yeah.
Tiefling AIDS. Kids, killer.
Literally a killer.
It's a killer,
The
man.
good thing is the Tiefenades didn't last but like a month of
True.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, because I'm laughing about it right now, but it's a serious deal,
Yeah, but
Tiefling AIDS kills people, man.
It does. It really does.
Let me go grab some numbers on that.
If Zeladandrel hadn't have gotten her, the Tiefling AIDS would have.
Oh no.
You kind of did her a favor when you think about it.
If you think about it, yeah. All right. So the next thing to address, Langham.
Yeah.
My intern.
As a native of the city, where does
Yes.
Langham stay? What's his accommodations like?
Langham has a pretty shitty little apartment
Okay.
in the town because he lives here, but he doesn't make a whole lot of money. Because he's really just kind of it's kind of a stepping stone for him along the way for a bigger journey. So
I
he didn't
gotcha.
expect to stay here very long, but he's already been here longer than he anticipated.
Okay. All right. It's the following morning after a wild night at a moving bar. Okay. in a park. When you left the bar last night, the guy who you are now quote unquote interning with just popped up a tent in that same park and went to sleep. Okay.
Smart man.
What's
He's really
Langham
bad.
doing this morning?
So whenever he just popped up his tent, I was like, "Well, sucks. Wish I could offer you an apartment. Sorry, I can't." And then I went home.
I really love a tent. I'm gonna be honest. There's nothing like waking up to the sunshine and the winter and the breeze and your donkey right next to you.
Your
That's
donkey right
beautiful.
next to you.
So yeah, I just wake up in the morning and I'm like, I wonder if they're still there. I gotta go see what's going on. I want to be late to my first day of my internship, and so I go looking for them back at the bar.
You head back to the same park that the bar was set up in, now vacant. The bar has moved to another park as it is one to do. You know that Happy Field is literally a traveling bar that moves from section of the city to section of the city. Just every night is set up in a different park somewhere. So you know they've moved off to a different place. But you do see a singular tent in the middle of the park with a very awake donkey standing next to it. And he goes, "Oh my God, Langham! Oh,
What's up, donkey?"
welcome back. Good to see you. Ephesus, I don't think is awake yet. Or if he is choosing not to address me. Which, either way, his choice, his journey.
You hear
All
an
right.
audible snore from inside.
He goes, "Hold on. Are you here about the internship?"
Yes, yeah, it's
All
my
right.
first day of my internship.
Okay,
So.
incredibly rude of him to have you to be still be asleep while you're here. And you see that he turns and kicks the shit out of the tent. Okay, kicks it as hard as he can. Ephesus, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage because you're asleep.
Oh God. I can't remember what my modifier is. 1 second. Okay. Modifier is. Sorry, I pulled it up, but I was in the wrong campaign.
Wrong guy. He's the wrong dude.
Yep. Okay, that's a +4. You said disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay, that's
Because you are asleep.
okay. Well, that is still an 18. I rolled a
Okay.
14 and 18.
You only take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. As you are kicked very hard awake by a donkey. And then he goes, "Ephesus, my guy, Langham's here, and you're still asleep." So
Who in the world is Langham?
you see that he literally pops his head in the tent and he goes, "The intern."
Oh shoot, Langham! What's going on, my brother?
What's up, Ephesus? What's going on, man? It's been a long time.
Long time. I mean, I thought we was hanging out last night.
Yeah, but I missed y'all.
Oh, I miss you too, Langham. That's your name, right, Langham?
Yes.
You see that Bill gives you the hardest stank eye possible. He's like, "Come on, man." Just like,
I'm sorry, I was drinking too. Okay,
No,
I was
it's
drinking
okay.
too.
We all had a good time. We all had a good time. So,
We had a great
what
time.
intern activities do you need today?
Today, okay, specifically today. All right, let me think. Okay, Ephesus pulls out like a little checklist of things that he has to do while he's in the city.
okay.
All right, because I wrote those down, but I also wrote those down in character.
Okay. All right. He has a little notebook.
All right, do you feel like filling out paperwork today, or do you feel like going to a shop to see if we can find something that you probably did not know existed?
Ooh, well, that second one sounds way more interesting.
Bill, how do you feel about paperwork or going something you probably didn't know existed?
You see that Bill goes, "As much as I love due process, a thing I don't know exists sounds way more interesting."
All right, we're going to go find Ross's shop, whatever that may be, or wherever that may be.
He goes, "Okay."
Ooh, since I like know this city, do I
Mhm.
know about this place?
Give me a history check with advantage.
Okay, let's go. Oh, I got a +8 to history.
Hey, yeah,
Yo.
Heck yeah.
wizards. I mean,
I didn't. It didn't help me. I rolled a 10 and a 13, so 13.
on a 13, the DC was 10. So on a
Oh,
13,
okay.
you do know Ross's. You know there's only one place you could be referring to, and there's a place called Ross's Robust Reliquary, which is a magic item shop that is just on the edge of like Hightown, like where the nicer shops are.
Oh.
Which you guys are just in the West Gate, which you know is an area just called the Quarters, and it's kind of the ghetto. Okay, it's a little bit of the ghetto. Okay.
Ross?
Money. I'll be
Oh,
heading that way.
you mean the triple R? Ross is robust, another R word. Yes, I know where
Another
that
R
is.
word.
So that's kind of a fancy place. What do you got? What business do you have there?
I'm a friend of Ross's. I've known him for a little while. He's got something that I really, really need here at the moment. Well, actually, two things I forgot about, but one thing specifically that I really need.
Oh, wow! This intrigue is just keeping me going. All right, let's go see what he's up to. I'll take you there. He's just up ahead on the. Once we leave here, and we'll make it there hopefully. And I imagine that since this is kind of the ghetto, we walk underneath like phone lines that have like a pair of shoes, just like
Yeah, you see, but it's because it's a like a high fantasy
It's a
city. It's
clothesline.
not. It's literally not a phone line. It's just a rope that someone tied for the birds. And you see, there's way too many crows. Okay, there's like 40 crows, and then a pair of sneakers just hanging. And then you're like, that's creepy.
Are
well.
they air elemental Jordans?
Um, they are in fact black mambas. For Kobe Bryant. Okay.
Even better. I don't know what that is.
You see, you guys
explode.
head out of the quarters, up Necromancer's Way, back toward Hightown. Necromancer's Way is, they call it that because of the amount of dead bodies you can easily find out there. Okay. But
because necromancers have their way with that area.
yeah, exactly. Necromancer's Way. As you guys are making the walk out of here, Ephesus, make an insight check for me.
An insight check. Alrighty. Okay, that is a 16. I think I have good insight. So I have 16 plus 6.
Hell yeah, that's perfect. So, after you just get like the general look around of this neighborhood as you're walking your way out,
Yeah.
I think it comes to realization that was not the park to set up a tent in, and this is the wrong neighborhood. Okay.
Oh my god. I've set my tent up and I say this to the intern and well, to Langham. I'm not just gonna call him the intern, but
the intern.
my
I say this to
intern and to Bill. I'm like, I've set my tent up in some rough places, but that might have been the roughest one. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Bill goes, I know. I was up all night.
Well, thanks.
Yeah,
At
man,
one
I was trying
point,
to tell you.
Featherless Aarakocra kept asking me for crystal. Didn't know what he meant. All right.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. I should have probably checked. I was just.
He also, once he realized that I could talk back and I was actually speaking to him, he said, I got to get off the rock. And then he ran away very fast. So, don't know what that means. But
I promise you don't, brother. I promise.
I hope that guy finds whatever help he needed. All right.
Oh, he's probably going to
Also,
need more
further
now.
question, because I really don't know. As a donkey, can an Aarakocra fly if he doesn't have any feathers?
I would imagine not. But I've seen a lot more surprising things nowadays. So I mean,
all right. Well, let's ask the intern, who is clearly more
Well,
studied.
I'll tell you. So feathers naturally make you lighter. So it's really hard to fly if you're heavy. So the more feathers you have, the lighter you are, and so the more you can fly.
So what
Oh,
you're
okay.
saying is a featherless Aarakocra is actually an obese Aarakocra.
Yes, insanely dense and heavy. Very, very morbidly so.
Good to know.
Well, that's actually very sad to think about.
Yeah, it's
But
very sad.
you know,
But
I guess
It's an
that's what.
epidemic in our country right now. Yeah.
Yeah,
It really
I guess
is.
that's. I guess that's what Crystal gets. Yeah, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Yeah, it does.
As you guys make your way uptown, 20 minutes later of Bill just asking you about feathers and birds. Okay.
Liam, where did you learn all this, by the way?
Well, I've been to plenty of schools and out of plenty of schools. So, you just learn a lot along the way. I'm also old.
What's like your major? What did you study?
Magic.
Oh, like
With a
any.
minor in with a minor in political science, but
Okay. Well,
Bill goes, that's crazy. I have a doctorate in political science.
Wow, I really doubt that, but that's awesome.
I don't know. I've seen his degree. It's pretty nice.
Oh, wow! I'm sorry I doubted you, Bill. I didn't realize I was among such a learned company.
He goes, well, as much as I appreciate the flattery, in a world such as this one, a political science degree really gets you like a kick in the teeth as far as, So, I mean, honestly, I try not to bring it up all that much.
But Bill, what if we use your power of politics to help the the featherless obesity epidemic in this country?
See, now that's something I can get behind. All right, here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a city full of people who aren't being treated as people. All right, being treated like statistics. All right, and that's going to cause just a myriad of issues. Okay, we need to get down to the root of the problem, and that is education. All right, it all comes back to education. All right,
it does.
About this point, you guys arrive at the door of Ross's. You do see that on the door, it's a very nice open window shop. You can see like tons of items into the door, and you do see it does just give 3 giant R's over the thing, and then underneath them, very tinily written, is Ross's Robust Reliquary. It's just very small script underneath 3 gigantic R's on the door.
R.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty awesome. So I want you guys to know that Ross, well, you know him, but you guys know he really, really loves it when people refer to his establishment as So I'm trying to prank them and get them to look like fools.
I mean, the last time I was here, I made
Hold
a
on,
joke.
Bill's gonna roll insight. Bill 100% believes you. Okay.
Okay. I look over at Bill. I was about to say something about that, and I'm like, I just nod at him. I'm just like, yeah, that's true.
You see that Bill bites the doorknob, somehow opens it, pushes it open with his nose, and goes, "What's up, And he saunters in to a heavily loaded magic item shop. As you guys enter, you see rows of like literally glowing suits of armors on the wall, magical weapons of all kind. One that seems to be literally singing. Just a sword on the wall that seems to be literally singing as you by it. You see all sorts of potions and bottles. You see like tiny little vials with shrunken trolls inside the vial. Famously known as a troll in a jar.
A troll in a jar.
And then you see sitting on the counter, holding 2 books at the same time, one in each hand, looking through them. You guys see a halfling man with a hair pulled back, like a dark brown hair pulled back in a ponytail, clean shaven face. You see, he looks at me and goes, "Well, hello there. Welcome to Ross's Robust Reliquary. I'm Ross. Oh, goodness me. If it ain't Mr. Milo wandering into my shop."
Ross, how is it going?
My boy, it's good to see you. Let me guess. Hold on. Your room pods are dead.
Yes, sir. That's the main reason I came here.
And he goes,
I
of
hand
course
him the
it is.
case.
He goes, of course it is. You see, he takes it. You see, he like reaches in a bin behind the counter and starts digging around until he pulls out a very long cord.
Yeah.
That is literally just an alive snake at the one end, and he just stabs into the case and sits it down. And he goes, "And who's this feller?" And you see that he just addresses Bill. He goes, "Hello, I'm Ross, and you are?" And he goes, "Bill, so good to meet you. Heard great things in the past 20 minutes. I didn't know you existed before that." And he goes, "That's how it goes. That's how it goes, especially with this guy." And he gives you a little like punch in the leg, like a joke, like a joking little punch in the leg. He goes, "It's good to see you, lad. Um, just besides the room pods being charged, is there anything you need while you're here?"
Yes. One more thing I think you can help me with these fellows here. Another one is gonna have to be one-on-one between me and you. First off, Feth said his crossbow was here around here. I don't know if it was at the shop or in town. He said you'd know where to find it.
Oh, he did leave his crossbow here. That is very true. I will have it'll. You'll have to give me a day because I do believe I took the strings off of it to put it on another bow that I was selling to somebody that I had taken the strings off of that one to sell to somebody else.
Alrighty.
So if you'll just give
Scheme
me a day to
with,
find a
with
pair
bowstrings.
of bowstrings, I will get it set up and ready to go.
Fucking pyramid scheme with bowstrings.
The key to bowstrings is that you make them last just long enough that they get a couple good kills with the bow, and then they need new ones. And then you just steal them from a different
There
one.
you go.
And you keep it going forever.
I mean, just as long as you're not scamming Feth, right? Or me.
Oh, of course, I'm not going to scam Feth. I mean, first of all, it's his bow. I would never scam him with his
Yes,
own
sir.
weapon. And two, Milo. I would scam everybody in this city, but I wouldn't scam you.
Can I roll an insight check?
Absolutely, you can.
I'm just taking notes in the background.
Okay, that is an 18 plus 6.
18 plus 6. You believe him. You believe him. 100%
Okay.
you believe him. Okay. He
All right.
goes, "You know I wouldn't scam you." And he goes, "It really is so good to see you. And I love the hat."
Oh, thank you. You
He
don't
goes,
want to even know how I had to get it.
he goes, "I'm sure I don't." He walks behind the counter. You see that he he goes, the modern day chargers so fast, and he pulls the snake's mouth off of the briefcase and he hands it to you. And he goes, is there anything else you'd like to pick up besides the crossbow while you're here in the shop?
Like I said, well, I actually have a party that I'm running with now, so I'm sure we'll be back. I could tell him to be here tomorrow, and I could pick up the crossbow. And
Well, I'll be. Milo Kane running with a party.
well, I usually go by Ephesus.
Yeah, and I usually go by one, but it doesn't matter.
Wait, what did you say?
I usually go by a bunch of different names, but it doesn't matter.
I thought he just was a god at censoring what he was saying. That was
Yeah.
perfect.
Well,
Should I question why he's calling him Milo this whole time?
Yeah, I think that's fair for you to question. Yeah, I think that's 100%.
Okay.
Here's what I'm going to say. Whether you question it or not, that's entirely up to you. Okay? Would I
Okay.
question it? For sure.
I super question it. So
Okay.
I look at emphasis and I'm like, hey, why does he keep calling you Milo?
I look back at Bill to see if I should tell him. I'm like, do we trust him, Bill? Do we trust him yet?
Bill goes, "I trust this gnome with my life.
All right.
I would die for this gnome."
Can I just be doing like little puppy dog eyes?
All right. Well,
And
Milo
then I
might
would
be my real
evidently be
name.
reincarnated. But That's the end of it. He stops. He stops right there.
Oh.
Okay, let me be clear. He stops. That
All right, well,
wasn't Reese like cutting out. That was Bill. Okay, that was just stopping. Just full stop.
okay, well, Milo might be my real name. I might just go by Ephesus.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
He
Why?
goes, he's real big on code names. They all are. You should meet Sunleg sometimes. He's a
I-
fun guy.
Okay, that's a little too much information there, buddy.
He goes, oh, Milo, I promise there's no way the gnome could possibly put together what that even means.
Let's hope
Not
not.
enough context.
Let's hope not. He's a
Would I
smart
have any
guy.
way of putting together what that means?
You have no earthly idea.
I'm like,
You're
okay.
lost on this one.
I
Speaking,
pull out my notes for scamming people and write, Sunlight.
Sunleg.
Actually-
Big question mark.
actually, speaking of, now that you're talking about the context thing, do you know where we might can find sun legs?
He goes, as of current, no, but I know how to get a hold of him.
All right, well, I might need that information then.
Well, that's quite simple. I will just go upstairs to the little tower.
Yes, sir.
I would light a candle in the window, and then in 2 nights he would just show up.
Oh, so he'll be here.
Yeah, he'll show up here.
All right.
But like, I don't know where he is. You asked if I knew where I could find him. I don't know where he's at, but I could certainly track him down.
Well, that would help me out a lot.
He goes,
You summon him?
of course. I'll light the candle for you. And hey, between you and me, why don't you take a blast bottle to go?
A blast bottle. You know what happened the last time I had a blast bottle. Come on.
He goes, oh, I do, and it was a whole lot of fun for me.
All right, I'll take a blast bottle. You talk me into it. Can I have one for my intern too? Is that all right?
You see that he looks at Langham, and he looks at you, and then he looks at Bill, and he looks at you, and he looks at Langham, and he looks at Bill, and he goes, oh, what the hell? And he hands you 2 blast bottles.
Awesome.
Well,
And he
do I know
goes,
what a blast bottle is?
a blast bottle is actually, I think Langham specifically would find this very interesting.
Okay.
A blast bottle is an explosion paused using chronomancy and then put in a jar. Okay, and then the minute the jar breaks, the explosion continues.
That's incredible.
Okay, someone blew something up, paused it the minute it was blowing up, put it in a jar, and is now selling it to you.
Whoa, that's awesome.
It's basically a Molotov cocktail without the fire. It's just
Exactly, yes.
It's an explosion in a bottle.
Well, I will make sure to bring my my party back here soon. That's the reason I'm not really purchasing anything, because one of our guys has all of our money. We're in league with a little banker.
He goes, oh, a banker.
Yes, sir.
And you see, you without the need of an insight check, because you just know Ross, you can see the money symbol begin
Dollar
to
signs in
spin,
his eyes.
okay, in his mind. And he goes, well, very well, very well. You bring your banker friend by for sure, and the rest of any members of your guild or party who, got coin to spare, and we'll see what sort of deals we can work up. I'm sure it'll be a pleasure selling them anything in this shop.
Oh, I'm sure it will be for you.
He goes, and I'll go ahead and light that candle for you. And just one more time, it was so good to see you. And you see, he gives you a little punch in the leg. You see, he shakes Bill's hoof, and then he walks over to you, Langham, and he just hugs you. And he goes, hey, as from a halfling to a gnome, gotta stick together. You're muted, just so you know.
Thank you. I just gave him a full big hug back, and I'm like, yeah, man, it's good to see you again, Ross. I've never met this man in my entire life, but I just want to leave him with that lingering, like,
You
do I
see that
know this guy?
he backs off and he looks at you and he goes, "It's good to see you too, Langham." And he walks off. he, he walks behind the counter. We're going to jump from you guys over to Daxley, okay? Who I want you to just make a what's the word? A Constitution saving throw for me. It's very low DC.
It's a 9 plus 2. It's 11.
Oh, you're good. That's perfect. The DC was only 5. It was to see how hard you sleep through 18 people just going fucking crazy in this fat bunkhouse. Okay. All right. You
It's
see,
like-
after being stuck in a 10 by 10 hole on a wagon, the humans are going wild in this house. Okay. You wake up to children screaming as they're jumping from bunk bed to bunk bed, fucking monkey style through the room, okay? And you see,
Seems about right.
yeah,
I'm
you see
check-
they're jumping, and you see standing in the doorway of the room, just going, no, no, is DK, no, 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 still no, still no. He's just watching it happen. He
He's
goes,
like, human.
Dexley, I know I
Well,
said I would take care of humans, and I will take care of humans, but can the small ones die?
no, 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 no.
They are
It's
very
pretty-
loud.
No. Uh, just make. I don't know. Just to make him shut up, use one of the. I just whispered to him, use one of the crystals and scare the shit out of him.
Ah, correct. And you see that he walks out of the room and he comes back in, and you make a perception check.
Yeah. Okay. +6. That's a natural 20.
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
A natural
Yeah.
20. You see, he's
26.
holding a crystal that is housing something. He's not holding an empty crystal. And he goes, "Take a look."
Wait,
He
wait.
goes,
No,
"What?"
wait. Look at that one before
He
you
goes,
throw it.
he
Look
goes,
at it.
"Obviously, this is just abyssal chicken. It will scare
No,
them."
no. I meant put one of them in one. Don't,
Oh,
don't
okay. And you
unleash
see he walks
anything else.
back up and he comes back with an empty crystal and hurls it at a child as fast as he can.
I would have just been like, hey, just say here, catch, and then say the word halfway through
He hurls the crystal at a child, nails one mid jump. They get encased in a crystal, it falls to the ground. The rest of the kids all scream, and he goes, "Yes, that comes for each and every one of you if you do not stop jumping on my beds."
I'll go grab the crystal and say the word, and then
The kid
release
pops
it.
out and goes,
Yeah. Yeah,
"Did I
stop.
die? Be honest
No,
with me, did I
no,
die?"
no, no. You're fine. You just went into a harmless demiplane.
She goes,
Now,
"That was
please,
wild." You see,
yeah,
she turns and
now,
just walks out of
please,
the room. And he goes, "Yes,
please, chill out.
children, all go to cafeteria. There is food. They will feed you, you rabid little animals." And then he goes, "Let me be clear. Let me be clear. A basilisk is easier to handle than these children. Okay?"
Yeah, you don't have to look at the basilisks.
Exactly, exactly. And also, basilisks, for the most part, silent hunters. All right? Silent
Yeah.
hunters. Do not make noise the whole time.
Yeah, we had to deal with a couple of basilisks in a cave recently.
Yeah, and did they make any noise?
Uh, a little bit. I was able to shoot them through a magical darkness.
Well, I mean, I know few things that don't make noise when you shoot them.
Yeah. Anyway, I would like to get paid for the things that I brought in last night.
Oh yes, of course. And you see that he pulls out a bag of like a very heavy looking bag of coins and tosses it at you. You can add 400 gold to your inventory.
Sweet.
And he goes that particular skull will come in handy with new project. Um
Oh, well, what's the project, if you don't mind me asking?
um we are trying. It's actually experiment. We are seeing what the different animals' bones, when you grind them down to powder, do if you snort them.
Oh, what the?
And
Interesting.
I have high expectations for Skull of Demigod Wolf.
That interesting. Did not realize there would be narcotic properties to the bones of
Uh,
such thing.
what I've learned
Um,
in my 300 years of monster hunting is that almost all monsters have a small narcotic property in their bone.
um, any idea what these could do? I produced the 2 jars that I have with the eyes of the wolf.
He goes,
Um,
oh, now that is interesting. You see, because so bones, narcotics, eyeballs. Don't know. Haven't done anything with eyeballs before. This would be a first for me. He goes, I'll be honest. And you see that he's actively not looking at them. He's looking at you. He goes, I'll be honest. Eyeballs kind of freak me out. All right.
that's fair.
They're kind. It's the way that it's the way that they always seem to be looking at you when, even though they're definitely not.
I think that's because they're still alive.
See, that's concerning. That is concerning. You know, and this goes back
You
to
know,
a
they
deep.
say, they say the eyes are a door to the soul, so I don't know if these are safe to be on my person at all times.
He goes, well, I'll say this. This fear stems from an experience I had in my mid 170s. Me and a friend of mine had to fight the beholder. Turns out, if you kill beholder
Lots of eyes.
but keep the eyes stay alive. And then if you're not careful, you can just accidentally petrify people.
Mm-hmm.
I accidentally turned a young woman to stone. Um,
Oh God.
so I even think about eyes now. So I try not to look at them. They freak me out. If they're in skull, no problem. Take them out of skull, problem.
That's understandable. I'll go see if there's an alchemist in the city that can do something with these. Then
He goes, try Bernard over
Bernard.
at the Archivist Assembly. Excellent
Okay.
alchemist.
Okay. Well, thank you. I'll be on my way, no doubt. I need to go look for my party that I've assembled,
Yes,
or
of
that
course.
we
And
have
I will
assembled.
wrangle children. And you see that he pulls
Yes.
out a crossbow and a net, and he, he
Okay.
He goes,
Okay. Then
"Okay,
yeah.
children," and then he walks into the cafeteria.
Good luck. Um, all right. I'm going to leave. I'm assuming I run into Alduin on my way out.
Yeah, you see Alduin aimlessly wandering the streets as he's trying to find the Ekrar's headquarters. Because he knew you were part of the Ekrars, but he didn't know where they were located.
Ah.
I found another rock and I'm just kicking it down the street.
You kick the rock and it comes back to you. I kicked it back to you. Hey, look up.
Oh, hey, man.
Hey,
Actually, what's up, player?
What's up, player? How was your night?
What's up, man? How was your night, dude?
You just not wanting to talk about the babe you took with you?
So is this the Ekrar's headquarters?
Yeah, it is.
Cool. Let's
If
go in.
I am just leaving.
Well. Okay.
I mean, if you want to go check on the humans for a little bit, we can. They're doing fine. The kids are being a little rambunctious, which is fine.
Crack
But
my knuckles. Like if they need some help.
well, no, my employer is handling that. You know the crystal that I used to capture one of the automatons?
Yeah.
Yeah, he threatened them with the crystal and locked one of them in for like 30 seconds.
Is that
It's a harmless
is
demi-plane. It's
that
fine.
legal? Okay.
It's I mean it's harmless. That won't hurt them.
Well, I'm not a professional. You are, so I'll leave that to you. You know where the rest of the group is?
I was about to go look for them.
Both of you give me perception checks.
Ooh.
Yep, there it goes. Back to normal. I rolled a 5.
Okay.
25.
You guys see walking out of a shop with 3 R's above the door comes Bill, Ephesus, and a gnome you kind of recognize.
Well, now that I got paid, that was where I was heading. Was to the item shop.
Dude, we're good at this.
Yeah, high five.
We're really good at finding our party members.
Hello, fellers.
Hey, I see y'all just coming out of there. What all did y'all get?
Oh, I got a charge for these, and I pop them in my ears.
Oh.
I will talk to you
what's
fellas
that?
later.
Okay, I'll get back
All
to you.
right. Okay, he just plugged his ears. Kind of rude.
You see that Bill bites you on the arm and he goes, "That's not how you treat your friends. All right? That's just not how you've woke up rude and you've stayed that way."
Listen, I'm finally happy, Bill. Can you just give this to me?
I will kick you again. All right. Look, I don't like to resort to violence, but I don't stand for rudeness. By the way, Daxley, Alduin, look good. Alduin, I see shame in your eyes, and I'm sorry to see that. And he
rolled an 8 for intelligence. Hey, Liam, was it? Good to see you.
Langham?
No, Liam?
Langham. Oh yeah, this is my intern, by the way.
I'm not gonna let a donkey take the emotional high ground on me.
Oh, Langham. You what?
Okay.
First off, I'm not gonna let the donkey take an emotional high ground on me. Second, I'm gonna look at the little gnome guy and be like, "Hey, what's up, man? Well, I saw you last night. You were having a little good time at the Field Bar Tavern thing."
Yeah, I was. Remember, I dimmed the lights for your date.
You did.
It worked a little too well, apparently.
Oh, what happened?
I'll get into the specifics of that later.
He's not willing to talk about.
Right now, I just give Langham the business card that I'm guessing the water genasi woman didn't take it, so it's got homewrecker written on it. So I'm just gonna give it to him.
Yeah. Well, actually, hold on, one moment. I need you to make a luck check. Okay.
I was rolling good on my iPad. I'm gonna do that again. Hold on.
Okay. All right.
So, out of curiosity, how far would I
3.
be for these people?
If you were close to the Ekrar's establishment when you set up your tent, you're in the street at least with them. That was a 10?
Oh, that's good.
That was I wish it was a 3.
It was a 3. You go to hand him the homewrecker card, and then you remember that you handed her husband a card, and you remember and in this moment, only you out of everyone here knows what you've done. Okay, and you just hand him a regular business card.
Before we all decide where we want to go,
I'm not even with y'all.
I would
be back.
just talking about just before we get started, like joining guilds and all that, I would just like to request nobody join the Voonbuilt Shipwrights Union. I honestly don't even go near it.
Can I roll to see if I know the Frogman?
Absolutely, you can roll to see if you know the Frogman. Okay, hold on. Let's see. I don't even know what kind of role this would be because it's a very big city. So I'm thinking this is just a straight luck roll. So here's what we're gonna do.
Okay, that's fine.
On a
a skill roll, like intelligence or something.
No, I'm gonna say on a. Well, intelligence wouldn't mean that he necessarily knows the guy. Like it's just like this could just be like his neighbor, or it could be like just like any dude. It's not like it's not like a city official. It's just some guy who lives here.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
know?
Yeah, who you might know. So I'm gonna say roll a d20. On a 10 or lower, you don't. On an 11 or higher, you do. Yeah.
Okay, I'm rolling. 8. Darn it.
On an 8, you don't know him. You know what the shipwrights union is, and you don't know why this elf has an issue with the shipwrights union, but that's all you got. One thing while this is happening, Nate.
Yes.
You are very warm, very comfortable bath on a balcony overlooking the street as you see your party standing at a shop beneath you.
I would like to go in the shop.
And then finally, before you go into the shop, no.
Yeah.
Yep.
Give me hold on. Give me just a straight wisdom check. D20, add your wisdom modifier.
Well, I rolled 10 on the dice. 4. Okay, I
4.
rolled a 10 on the dice for. It's having to load right now. I'm sorry.
You're all good.
Root bear. My wisdom modifier, 14
Yes.
total.
14 total. Okay, 14 is good. You have been wandering the city a while with no idea where the Champions Guild is, okay? You've just been aimlessly wandering.
Sounds about
And by
right.
some miracle, you have wandered to the doorstep of Warriors Way Champions Guild. And you just hear so many sounds of combat happening behind a large gate that seems to just go into an open courtyard.
I want to very politely knock on the gate.
You see one of those metal slits in the gate opens up, and you see a very large looking minotaur go. Who goes there?
My name's Gormish, and I was just wondering if I could maybe join y'all's guild today. I do really enjoy to fight. So do my aunts.
Your brain freezes because you just said your name was. Your brain locks up.
I lock
Your
up. I
brain-
deactivate for about 5 seconds. I go.
Because he thinks he might be
You were
Gormash.
shut down, and then I come back. What was I saying? Oh yeah, my name's Root Bear, right? And I have ants. I have a lot of ants, and I want to fight. I want the ants to fight. I want to fight people.
He goes. He kind of looks you up and down. He goes, Are you skilled in hand-to-hand combat?"
Sure, yeah. I think so. I could be. Let me fight.
He goes, I mean, you seem a little crazy, but
There are ants in your skin too.
everyone's welcome, I suppose. And you see he cracks the door open, opens the gate. You walk inside, and you just see such a variety of people. All of them in hand-to-hand combat brawls. Okay. And you see, it's kind of a loose, sparring session where, two people will be mid-fight, and then a third person will just jump in and clock one of those two people. And then those two people will start going at it. So then the original partner will switch to some other person, and this melee going on.
Man, this is my kind of place.
You see, okay, well, first of all, give me a perception.
Perception. Okay. That is a 13 on the dice for. Let me get my saving rolls. I'm on my phone right now. Sorry.
You're good.
Perception. Should be on there. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Everything's being slow tonight. +7. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, let's go. On a dirty 20, you, like I said, huge melee, kind of a lot of people switching in and out, but you do pick up 3 people that kind of you can tell are just a cut above everyone else here, as far as fighting skills go. You see the orc you saw at the bar last night who challenged Fist to a duel. You see Magnus Dolphine, this huge orc with a Fu Manchu and a mullet, in a boxer stance, bobbing and weaving out of attacks, and then one shot knocking people out. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Then you see a jet black Harangon, a rabbit folk person, okay, who is doing Chun-Li style air kicks where he's jumping up in the air and somehow keeping himself suspended by kicking so fast. Okay, that he's just knocking out like 6 people at a time, kicking them so hard. And then the last person you see is a maybe 4 foot tall at max female goblin who is fully grabbing people, suplex into the ground.
That's
Just
my kind of
boom,
woman.
boom. Okay, and you see she's just slamming person after person, and then you do notice, in kind of a sad moment, you do notice one frog dude who doesn't seem like he knows what he's doing, getting the shit kicked out of him.
Oh yeah, I want that guy.
Okay. Do you just jump in?
Yeah, I just jump in.
Okay, you just leap into the melee. I was like, so you're going for the dude?
Definitely the frog guy.
Okay, give me an attack roll. But
Oh,
this will be with like just your fists, okay? So you can't
my
add,
fist.
yeah, it's not weapons. You can't use weapons in this melee. It's just got to be hand-to-hand combat.
It's a 9. Okay, so I'm guessing the 9 doesn't hit.
A 9 just misses as you swing wide over this frog.
Do I get a bonus action unarmed attack with 2 weapons fighting?
Do you have a second attack or no?
No, I don't.
Okay. Then I will let you with 2 weapon fighting. I'll let you bonus action swing with your but with
Oh, that's the 24.
you clock this frog. How much? What do you add? What's your
I just do
strength
4
score?
damage. I just do 4
You just do
bludgeoning
4 damage. You knock the frog out. Just boom, knock him out. Okay, cool. You see metal hand hit squishy frog head. He goes, ah, boom, slams into the ground. Okay. Alright.
I go raw.
All right. You roar after knocking this dude out. You see immediately jet black Heron looks right at you, charges, jumps into the air, does a windmill, brings down an axe kick.
Okay.
Does a 28 hit?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
close. Yeah.
Okay. All right. He hits you for 11 damage with his first kick.
Ooh, I go. Ow, that really hurt.
He misses with his second kick. He rolled a 2 on the die, and then he got a 21 on his third kick, his last kick of his turn,
Ooh.
and he only does 2 damage. So he hits you, lands back down in front of you. You see he's like really like hopping around, very much like this like sort of Muay Thai looking sort of stance that he's in, where he's just doing a lot of hop skipping. Your go.
I want to rage.
Okay, hell yeah.
I go,
Bonus action
"Rah!"
goes into a rage. Okay.
I go, I'm angry.
All right, you just freak out. All right, what's
Yeah.
the next? You see that all the ants on your body at the same time also go into a rage. They're
I
all
go,
just
"Rah!"
a bunch of ants screaming. Just
Can I use my ant swarm on this? Like while I'm doing unarmed attacks?
like as flavor.
Like for damage.
You can do if you're using the charges. Yes, you can do that.
Okay, and can they sense when I use cantrips and stuff? Because I have a cantrip that is a physical attack.
I'll allow it as long as it's not ranged. Yeah, I'll allow it.
Thank the Lord, because I'm about to go from doing 4 damage to 2d. Oh, I can't cast cantrips. I'm in rage.
You
Oh well.
can't grant spells. You're in a rage.
I rolled
So
11.
funny.
That misses.
That does miss. This dude
I rolled a
widely
nat
dodges.
19 for a 25. On
25.
the person
That
who
does
just Muay
hit.
Thai kicked me. I do 4 bludgeoning damage. Does rage add anything to the damage?
I don't think so. No.
On strength, you should get your rage damage.
Well, I raged, and my bludgeoning damage still says 4, so I do
I
4
think it
damage.
might have to be with a strength weapon. I don't know that it does it to your attacks. Like
Yeah,
melee
yeah. I don't think it does it to
But they
unarmed
take
strikes.
4 bludgeoning damage, and I go.
You see, you
Wait,
hit
how much
him.
damage did it do to me, Reese?
He
11?
did 11 on the first one, and then just 2. So I think total 14.
14. Okay.
Um, You see, okay, so it's back to him. He's like bobbing and weaving. He goes for another like chest kick on you. He
Every time he
only
goes
gets
swing, every time he swings, I go, "You don't want this, son. You don't want this. You don't know me. You don't know me, son."
he goes okay, so that is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, it does hit.
Okay. That's 12 damage on this kick as he nails you in the chest. And
Okay.
then his next one, he misses. Okay, so the middle attack's not working for him. He keeps missing on that one. But his last attack, I don't think. Yeah, 10 definitely isn't going to hit. He misses with both of his second attacks. You see he's kind of stumbling from a very heavy metal hand hitting him in the face. Wasn't expecting that.
I rock his crap, bro.
And in a way, your whole body is brass knuckles, which is kind of cheating, but also it's not. Back to you.
Can I try to grapple and suplex slam him?
Absolutely, you can do that. 100%.
Is that an opposed strength check?
This is a post athletics check. Yes.
Oh boy, we better hope he rolls low.
Okay.
What a 13 in total.
You got a 19 on the die for a 22.
Yeah, no, these are not looking up.
You see that you go to he doesn't suplex you. You go to suplex him, and then when you like grab around him, you see that he just bunny hops straight out of your hold, and just lands back in front of you. And then he's gonna take 3 attacks again. That's another 19 on the die. So that's 13 damage.
How much damage did you say you did last time? The 12 total?
Yes.
Okay.
That's another. He misses. Got to roll another 2 on his second attack.
49.
I cannot.
And he
hit
did
with
13
that one.
damage to me?
Yes.
Oh, I wish I was at 436.
And then he gets a 20 on his last attack. So
Hey.
that's going to be 9 damage.
Ooh. Uh-oh, y'all.
Okay. You see he hits you with 2 more of this giant kicks. You see he like jumps in the air and does like spinning helicopter roundhouse. Boom, boom. Lands back in front of you. Your go.
I calm down. I go, okay, guys, I see that I'm angry and it's not working out for me, and I end my rage.
Okay, you come out of a rage. Okay.
And I freaking primal savagery him, bro.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does hit.
Oh, thank the Lord. Where are my D10s at? Oh, okay. He takes 12 damage, and I'm going to use a charge from my ant colony.
Okay.
It's a colony, and I add a D10 of piercing damage to my roll as my ants swarm him.
Okay, so you like reach out with primal savagery, claws across him. You see ants just leap. 22 damage total.
22 damage total.
He goes down.
I just
Rapid guy drops.
I scratch him and just send him flying.
He boom. Ants cover up. He starts freaking out, trying to get ants off of him. Who do you go to next?
Who's left?
You see that the orc guy Magnus is up, and then you see the goblin wrestler chick who's just slamming people left and right.
Use my other insect colony charge.
Okay.
And heal myself for 2d8.
Okay.
Because Lord, I need it right now. 4 and a 6. I get 10 HP back. I'll take it.
Okay, we'll take that. We'll take that.
And then I catch my breath and I go, rah! And charge the girl who's body slamming people.
Okay, you see this. You get close to her. You see she's got like this like. At first, you thought it was like straight up wrestler, but you see that now like her technique up close is like more like jiu-jitsu, where she's like doing like a lot of judo slams and shit. You know, like she's very, very strong. You see that one guy rushes her and she jumps onto his chest and grabs him by the collar of his shirt and then kicks off of him and uses her momentum to just fully sling him over her shoulders.
Go insane.
Real.
Since you charged her, you get first attack.
Yes. Cantrip time, baby. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does hit.
Okay. 2d10. She takes 15 more. She takes 15 damage.
Dang. Okay, yeah. That did not look good for her. She like stumbles, was not expecting the claw. And then she's going to turn good for her attack. She's going to attempt to grapple you. Okay.
Okay.
So this is opposed athletics.
Yikes. I'm about to get the crap beat out of me. I rolled an 18 for a 21.
She rolled a 14 for a 22.
Oh my lord, bro. Let
Okay.
me have something.
She darts underneath your legs, runs up your back, puts you in a chokehold, and then slams you to the ground. Okay?
Okay.
She has an ability that lets her deal damage to you while she's got you grappled. But she still has to roll for it. But I do think a 20 I do think a 26 is gonna do it.
I do think that'll.
Yeah, 26 does it.
26
Believe it or
does
not.
it indeed. You see that as she's got you down in a chokehold, that she just starts uppercutting you in the face from behind you.
I go, doesn't that hurt your hand every time she hits me because I'm metal? It's just boom, 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 boom. It sounds like you're banging two pots together when I get punched.
She deals you 11 damage and she's just punching you in the face. That's back to you. You are still grappled, so your movement speed is 0, and you are on the ground.
Just attack her.
Okay, hell yeah. She should just claw at her.
Does 19 hit?
19 does hit.
She takes 9 more damage.
9 more damage. Okay, let's go.
Hey, do I still get 2 attacks? Because it's. Or no, because it's a cantrip.
Because it's a cantrip, so you're using.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine.
So you use that. You
And then,
hit her
do I
with the
get to try to
claw.
break out at the end of my turn? No.
I think in the case of a grapple check, you have to use your action to get out of the
Can I
grapple.
reverse this and try to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu chokehold her while she's on my back and just like completely transform my body so it's just the other way around?
I think that would require your action, which you just used. Yeah. So it's back to her. She still got you in the chokehold. She's going to. Well, the good news is while she has you in the chokehold.
So, she did 11 damage. You said. Let me fix that.
Yes, but she does have advantage on the attacks while she has you in a chokehold. So.
Well, I'm fine. So.
Okay, so that's a 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
7.
Anything above 16 will hit.
Yeah. Okay. And that's 10 more damage that she deals to you.
Okay.
And then that's back to you.
I try to stab her with
Okay.
my claws.
Do you want to try to get out of this or out of the hold? Or are you
Nat
just gonna
20.
Go Nat 20.
I
Let's
crit.
go.
Double damage. Guys, let's freaking go.
He doesn't need to get out. He'll just kill her first.
He'll just take her down. You did how much damage?
16.
16. She looks so hurt.
She's still up.
Just barely.
I rolled a 1 on one of my damage dice.
Bad.
That's so sad. I rolled 2 7s, a 1, and a 5.
She looks like so messed up, but she still got you. It's back to her.
Can I just flicker really hard?
Okay, that's gonna hit. And then
wait, she said she did 11 damage total to me.
She on the last attack she did 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay.
Yes. So what are you at right now?
16.
Okay.
I need her to miss both times.
She's not gonna. Well, she only gets 1 attack while she's grappled.
Oh, I need
advantage
her to miss.
on the attack. She does hit, but she's not gonna kill you. She only deals 9 damage.
Oh, this is scary.
Okay, back to you. What you got?
A 19 to hit.
That is going to hit. and you don't even have to roll damage. She has 1 HP. There's no way you don't take her down.
Oh,
I'm
if I,
taking him
if I
out.
just didn't roll a 1 on that damage dice, I'd be doing
You-
so much better.
You like go to scratch her, and you just kind of like slap her in the face, and she passes out and just hits the ground. You're at 7 HP. You stand back up. There's people everywhere, but you see that the orc guy Magnus almost looks untouched with all of these sparring matches. He's weaving in and out of different attacks and just knocking people out with like heavy punches.
Okay, you know what? Wait. While I was in a rage, okay, never mind. It's too late now, but that damage should have been halved because it was non-magical bludgeoning.
Yeah, you're right. It should have been.
Oh well. I go. Clearly, they don't know who I am. They don't know who Root Bear, the Undying One, is. And I just sprint at the orc. I go,
Okay.
everyone get put on a facade. Wait, actually, can I throw the goblin at the orc?
You know what? What's your strength score?
+3.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. It's okay. Here's how we're gonna do this. It's going to be essentially a thrown weapon attack. So I think it's
gonna be +6. So
yeah, I think it would be
22.
+6. 22. You grab this goblin, hurl her at him.
I
I'm
do
gonna
like
say,
a shot put thing where you spin around a lot and just let go.
let it whoosh. I'm gonna say, now look, I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know what one goblin does damage wise. Okay, I don't know what the bludgeoning damage of a single goblin is.
Improvised weapon attack 1d.
But I
1d4.
think because you're throwing a literal person, I'm gonna say it's 3d6 bludgeoning damage. Okay.
4.
And let me be clear, I'm doing this one time. If any of you think to yourselves in this moment,
He takes 8 damage.
throwing people's more effective than my gun, I'm not letting
Hey!
this happen anymore.
My gun is more effective.
He takes 8 damage.
He takes
Is
8 damage? Okay.
Looking hurt? Is he looking hurt?
No, not really. He's looking okay. He's looking okay.
No.
That looks like maybe the first attack that's hit him. Okay.
I hit him with that, and then I just back up. I'm like, you know what?
He looks at you and he goes,
I talk
"Listen
game
here,
to
metal man. You're going down in the ring.
Oh, I'm going down.
You're going down.
Yo, you're going down. You're going down.
You see that he charges you in his boxer stance, starts
the rest of
bobbing
my
and
turn,
weaving.
can I back up?
You ain't gonna get away from him, but you can.
No. I just back up. I go,
Okay.
you don't want to smoke. You don't want to smoke, you little baby boy. You're made out of flesh. You know what's going to happen when you punch my metal? You're going to break your hands.
Okay. You know what? I think this is just fun to use this right now. Trace is not here to see it,
He's
so I'm
gonna
gonna do
kill
it.
me.
Like,
He's
I'm
gonna
gonna use it.
kill me, y'all.
You see that he starts moving his like whole body in like a figure 8 motion. Okay.
I go, you ain't. This ain't time for being a ballerina. Be a
And
real
he starts
man.
throwing these like extremely heavy hooks using like the momentum of the motion to like try to blow past your guard. Oh. That's a 29 on the first one.
He's not gonna do enough damage. Trust. How much damage?
Hold on, I'm getting the right die.
Oh no.
He
If
does
he
9 damage on the first one.
I'm down.
He
I go to call him a figure skater, and I go, they're really
Boom.
hard.
Knocks
Just
you down flat.
pass out. I go,
For the record,
boom.
for those of you who aren't Trace, who will have to fight this guy later, this guy's ability is called Fury Roll. Okay? And he has to re-roll to get it back. It's a recharge.
Yeah.
But if he activates it, he can take 6 attacks in a row.
So how
Okay?
much HP does this guy have?
But then all attacks made against him on the following turn are all with advantage. So yeah, he
does this guy have?
So it's like a barbarian's reckless attack.
very
only-
similar, yes. But for a boxer's move.
flurry.
Reese,
And each
is
one
there
of those-
any way
one of
on God's green earth that I could have won that fight?
There's no way. There's no way.
I
now.
figured. Because he's like
Got
a.
it 7
Hey,
HP.
I thought I did pretty good. Okay, I
hey,
thought
you-
I did pretty good.
You ran the gauntlet pretty well. Okay.
Yeah, you
I
beat
beat
that goblin up.
I beat two.
Yeah,
I beat 3
yeah,
people. I killed the fish guy. I straight up just punched his
Did you
lights out,
kill
bro.
him?
He's
No,
not dead. No,
I
but
hit him in the face so
Croaked.
hard though. There's his nose that would have been there for a fish is just gone. It's like a hole.
Oh my
I hit him
god.
with like just the right angle on my metal hand and just punched his face in.
So you're saying that he could do 6 attacks back to back? Can those be like distributed between different people?
yes, if they were all close enough together,
Okay,
yeah.
say
Yeah.
Reese, I want to
That's
ask
cool.
you how much
It's
HP did
all
he have left
it's
after I just
all the creatures have to be within a 5-foot radius of him. So he could only do it if he was like bunched up with a bunch of guys. So
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Did I
he
always
has
kill him?
68 HP.
Yeah, no, things weren't going my way.
Yeah, you weren't gonna win that. There's just no
Hey,
literal
hey, if
way.
I'd have crit like 3 times, maybe. I would have had to roll max damage every time, but maybe.
This guy was
Maybe.
designed to fight Trace's Way of the
Character.
Knockout Monk. So I was like, there's
Hey,
no way you're
for
gonna
a
win this.
Warforged druid, I did my best. I
You
took out
did your best.
I took out a professional fighter.
Okay. You took out 2 professional fighters. That rabbit dude was a professional.
Oh,
And the
really?
goblin chick was a professional.
I walked in there, beat the crap out of people, and fell asleep. That's just it.
And then was like, all right, when I wake up, I expect to be
So
signed
when I wake up,
this guild.
when I wake up, you don't want it, man. When I wake up, you don't want it.
You see, you are woken up by a bucket of water being.
I go, please, don't wet me. You're gonna drown the ants. Please, please, please.
You see a large green hand reaches down and grabs your arm, pulls you onto your feet, and he goes, "Takes a strong man to stand in there and take that kind of punch, brother."
Well,
Welcome
brother,
to
I'm
the
a
guild.
strong man. And I predator handshake him.
He shakes your hand hard. He goes, "Welcome to the guild."
Glad to be a part of it, brother.
And we're gonna jump back to the
That's
magic
what
item
River
shop.
sounds like when he's saying that.
Okay.
He goes, there's like a wooden cowboy hat forming on his head from the roots.
Just growing. With druid powers, you grow a cowboy hat.
The ants from like a little
He can
feather.
make it out of flowers if he has the cantrip druid craft.
That's
He
true.
could make like a
I
flower
don't, but I
crown
also
in
don't
the
need
shape-
it because now I canonically have a wooden cowboy hat.
Oh no.
You guys go back to the magic item shop. What are we doing, guys? As you walk in, you see emphasis as you walk back in, you see Ross go, "Well, when you said you were bringing the party by, quick."
I thought it'd be tomorrow, to be honest. I'm gonna be like, actually.
He goes, "Well, hello, sirs and sirs. Well, I assume you're all sirs. You all look like sirs."
Yeah. Do you happen to have any bags of holding?
You see that he looks around. He goes, "Bags of holding. Unfortunately, I currently don't have any in stock. But if you're going to be in the city for a few days, I can get one. I just have to make a few phone calls."
How much would like a medium-sized one run?
You've got a phone?
In the he goes, "Yeah, I got a phone." And you see he pulls up a bird. He goes, "This is phone."
Oh, hey, phone.
He goes, "Phone, call." And you see the bird caws really loud. He goes, he goes, "All right, a medium-sized bag of holding. What's that?"
Its beak and the Discord phone ringing sound comes out.
Bing bong. Bing bong.
Reese, you're actually so real for letting me use my cantrip there because if not, I would have lost so long ago.
Yeah, I know,
That
but
cantrip was my saving fate, my saving grace, bro. Letting me do 2d10 was so helpful. I was like, well, surely they don't got a lot of magic stuff to keep me from doing stuff like this because I'm just hitting my claws.
And then they had a lot of magic stuff to keep him from doing that.
Then I got the
okay, a medium-sized bag of holding is the 25-pound bag of holding, or the?
I can look.
Because I think those go for like 5,000 gold. I think those are very expensive. Like, which I mean, to be fair, you're in a shop where nothing is cheap. So
Yep, that's true.
Would you guys like to know the magic items on list here in the shop?
Of course.
Okay. Starting at the top, we have a Amenethes Arcane Goggles. Your second cheapest item at a whopping 1,500 gold. Our cheapest item is Gordazon's Pocket Prison. Our third cheapest item is Gimbangorn's Heavenly Helm.
We love Gimbangorn.
Then we have coming in at a solid 2,500 gold, a rare dragon bone katana called Thunder Blossom.
Oh wow.
We also have the Infinity Arrow at 1,000 gold.
The Infinity Arrow.
The Infinity Arrow. Famously, an arrow that no matter how many times you fire it will always reappear back in your quiver.
I
Yeah.
feel like I've used the majority of these items in the past.
Yeah.
And then we have at the most expensive item in the shop right now is a Black Star Incinerator set at 6,000 gold.
What is this set? Because I'm not in there.
We've had one of those before.
Out of character question, what is this set?
In the
Because the
previous
set, I believe, has 8 of them in there. And the Black Star Incinerator is.
I gotta go help with my baby
Of course.
and go to bed. But I had fun. I'll see you guys next week.
See you guys next week.
Alrighty, see you next week.
Bye.
Hi, Oski.
What a nice guy.
How much is the Black Star Incinerator set?
6,000 gold.
How many of them are in there?
I believe 8. It comes in the
8.
set.
All right. Would it be possible to fashion a Black Star Incinerator to the front of the Infinity Arrow? So I have infinite Black Star Incinerators.
The arrow would return. The Black Star Incinerator would not.
I know. I'll enchant them together.
And Ethan, I think you've only owned 2 of these items.
We've had a Black Star
like
Incinerator in the previous campaign.
Yeah.
We had, and I think Theron had an Infinity Arrow.
Yes, and I think in a one shot, Ethan used the Thunder Blossom, but I don't think anybody ever had it in the campaign 1.
No, Thunder Blossom is a pretty sick sword though.
I hope we find Human Squall in a ruin somewhere.
Honestly, for anybody using a sword like that, the Thunder Blossom would be a pretty solid choice.
I don't use a sword. I'm sorry, fellas.
Is there a list of the items somewhere?
I can drop a list. Uno momento, por favor.
Reese, we need to do a Wild West one shot.
I'm already doing that. Sorry for you, big dog.
The whole time the good, the bad, the ugly thing plays. I'd be such a good cowboy.
Hold on. I just have to take a picture and put it in the Discord server because I'm not going to type all this out when I have it all on a whiteboard right here.
True. My guy at whiteboards are the way of life.
Whiteboards are the only way any of this gets done.
Don't have a whiteboard. I have pieces of paper that have nothing written on them because I don't take notes.
I too have a whiteboard.
Okay, in the lore, I have dropped a photo with the prices next to them of the items that you can get.
Word, I will check it out in a moment.
You can afford all of these.
Any idea what these would fetch? And I produced Grimband's eyes as well as the Wendigo horns.
It goes. Ooh. Eyes of a demigod wolf and the horns of a Wendigo. Been a while since I've seen something of that particular caliber. He gives you the gesture, like look around. You see he pulls out a jeweler's flute and puts it against the jar. He looks inside. And he's like, okay.
I just pulled out one of the eyes.
I will. For the eye in particular, I'd be willing to give you 200 gold.
Any idea what it could be used for?
All sorts of things. In the most common thing it would probably be used for comes to eyes of particularly strong magical creatures are focuses on top of staves. But there's
would
all
there
sorts of
be
applications.
would there be any way to turn this into something that could increase the range of a bow?
Not off the top of my head, no. It have to
A
be a
sight
pretty
glass
large.
that would, or like a sight glass that could give me an enhanced vision for that I could attach to a bow, or maybe like a scope of some, like a scope of some sort.
Now, I do believe if you had a way of channeling the wolf's sight, which is obviously better than your sight, I don't specialize in the crafting of magical items, but I think I know somebody who could do it. And if you want me to set up a design
Yes,
for you,
that
it
would be
might cost
great.
you a little extra on the side, but I'd be
Well,
willing to do it.
I'd be willing to trade you the Wendigo horns for that.
He goes, all right, well, hear me out. Hear me out. 100 gold plus Wendigo horns, and you have yourself a deal.
You would design this item and send me to the person.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
Now, what they would charge for the actual construction, I could not say.
Okay. Might I bring that price down? I pull off the flower crown that I made that is 6 entwined wild magic blossoms. I don't know how much these go for, but I'll also throw in this
He goes,
handcrafted wild magic blossom
he goes, oh
flower crown.
my, you know what? For the blossoms, the horns, all right. You've got yourself a deal. You see, he reaks out and shakes your hand.
Yeah, handshake. I will delete the wild magic blossoms from my inventory.
He goes, have you ever had wild magic blossom tea? Incredible. And you see he takes them to the back.
I can only imagine, because consuming the blossoms by themselves do crazy things from what I've seen.
Does anyone else here have anything they want to shop for, look at?
Oh yeah, what's them goggles do?
What's them goggles do? What a sentence?
Bangorns. Gordazons. Pocket prison.
Un momento. I'll give you the rundown on the goggles.
Un momento, por favor.
Okay.
Oh, also, do you happen to know the mending cantrip?
Of course I know the mending cantrip. I wouldn't be much of a shopkeeper if I didn't.
I pull out the cracked capture crystal. Could you try mending this real quick?
He goes, oh, sure. And you see he casts mending very quickly, and you see he like mends one of the fracture cracks. He goes, I'll need it probably for the rest of the afternoon. It would take me a while to mend all the individual cracks. But and he starts just casting it over and over again. Okay, so the goggles give you the ability of arcane analysis. While wearing the goggles, you have advantage on arcana checks. And as a bonus action on your turn, you may pick one creature that you can see within 120 feet of you and analyze them. Doing so will grant you the knowledge of either their movement speed or their armor class.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know about you, Langham, but that sounds like something you might be interested in. Oh, he ain't here. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I say that in character, but I'm like, Langham, are you all right? Are you there, buddy?
You see that Bill goes, I think that arcane analysis would be better suited for me.
How much, Ross, how much would you say that those goggles are?
The goggles are 1,500 gold.
Okay. Ross, hear me out. We've known each other a long time, my brother. Could you cut me a deal?
He goes, I could bring it down to 800 gold, but if I went any lower, I'd be losing money. I can sell it to you at cost for what I bought it for, but
I go over to not Locke, but
Leo.
Leo. I'm not Leo. Listen, I didn't cut into the NFT deal for Bill because it was obviously a scam. So I've got to make it up to him somehow. Do you mind sparing 800 gold?
Leo.
I will make it up to you as fast as I can. I have a boat that's being built. As soon as I make 800 gold, I'll get it back to you.
I don't think he's here.
Leo, why are you giving me the silent treatment right now? I'll split it with you.
Can I come in
Absolutely, you can
and
come in.
plop the grail on the table?
Oh
And
God,
he
yeah,
goes,
get rid of that
"Oh
thing.
my, oh my, oh."
Is it just in the lead box still?
Yes.
He
It is
goes,
definitely in that lead box.
"Oh my, oh my, oh my." A mysterious lead box. What have we got here?
Just slightly crack it for you can peek
He
inside.
peeks inside and he goes, "Oh. Well, isn't this quite the item? All right. My friend, what can I do for you for?"
Well, what's it worth?
He goes, you see he kind of cracks the box lid again, shuts it, cracks it one more time, shuts it. He goes, "In that condition, knowing what it's capable of between you and me, I'd say an item of that caliber is probably worth around 8,000.
Sold.
He goes, "Very good." And you see that he pulls it behind, and you see that he goes just counting out gold pieces. He counts out 8,000 gold pieces and puts them in a bag and hands them to you.
8,000
I
gold
would
pieces.
like.
One more time.
Okay. I would like to.
9,000 in store credit. No.
Ah.
I'm kidding.
Let's. Okay. So if I buy in bulk, can you cut me on some prices?
He goes, "Depends on what you're trying to buy."
Well, I heard my comrade talking about the goggles. That's definitely on that list.
All right.
And those blast bottles sound pretty interesting to me.
All right.
And is there anything else that I would want?
Maybe the pocket
Mm.
prison.
What does a pocket prison do?
A prison you can put in your
I'm
pocket.
so glad you asked. Okay, well, una momento. As I need to read you the actual description here. Okay.
I was with the goggles in the prison.
Gordazan's pocket prison. All right. It
Mhm.
presents as a rusty old skeleton key. All right. As an action, you can present the key to any open space that is at least 5 foot wide and 10 foot tall. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Upon turning the key clockwise, a magical door will appear into a windowless room. Okay. It's about 10 foot by 10 foot. Okay.
Okay.
You can put something in the room or a person in the room. Closing the door, turning the key counterclockwise, makes the door disappear. That door will stay sealed for 24 hours unless you opened it during that time. In that 24-hour span, whatever's in there cannot escape that room. And if they try to use teleportation magic to get out, they will just appear right back in the room. All right.
Oh, sold.
Okay. Now,
I mean, that's
after
useful.
24 hours, if the door hasn't been opened, it will just reappear where it was locked and it will open on its own. But in that 24 hours time, you can take it wherever you want.
Oh, really? Okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
So theoretically, you could wait 23 hours and 30 minutes, and then
Open the door
reopen
again. Yes, you could.
Lock it. Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah. So you have a
And the
day to
door
move it.
will
Well, I have to,
reappear wherever it was last locked. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Do I
it's
have
pretty
to
cool.
physically open the door or just lock and unlock it?
just lock it, unlock it.
Okay.
You just have to check up on it, basically.
Okay. That's easy to do. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go with goggles, the prism, of course. Now,
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
what's the BSI set?
That is
The-
Black Star Incinerator set.
So they be very careful.
Okay, what is that? Since it
Okay,
has to be
Black Star
more-
Incinerator. Okay,
Antimatter grenades.
you can plant them as an action on your turn, and they can be detonated with a wand that comes with the set. Okay, upon detonation, all creatures within a 30-foot radius DC 14 dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, they take 5d10 fire damage and an additional 1d10 fire damage for the next 2 turns.
Oh shit!
All right. On a successful save, they take half damage and no additional damage. Also,
And what
all
was-
structures in the blast radius take max damage, so you can
And
blow the
what was
fuck out of a building.
radius again?
30 feet.
30 feet. Yeah, they were the things that leveled the castle at the end of the first campaign.
Because they put all 8 of them underneath the castle
Yeah.
and then blew it up.
They
Um,
leveled the structure.
How about yes? I'll take those as well.
Okay, well that's 6,000. What you've added up to right now is okay, blast bottles, goggles.
Yeah.
Wait, are the
Okay,
goggles
but-
only 800?
You did talk about 800. So okay, so let's make sure I got this. And you're trying to cut a deal here. So I'm gonna be
Buying in bulk.
buying a bulk. You were trying to cut a deal here. So
I'm sorry, guys. I'm about to have to head out.
okay, bud.
I am
good
broke
night.
anyways, though, so it's okay.
Boom.
Me and my 4 gold I have left after tipping the guy at the tavern.
So nice of you.
Alrighty, I'll see y'all next week. Thank y'all for the session.
Thank
See
you.
ya.
Good night, y'all.
Wait, hold on. What happened? There we go. I gave you, what's your total amount of gold on you, Jesse?
I have 1 platinum and 421 gold.
Okay, plus the 8,000 you just got. Okay, so.
Okay, 8. Jeez. Okay. Yep.
So a total number of items you have requested here. Are you trying to buy all of the blast bottles as well?
Well, that was to fill in whatever.
Okay.
Is not.
Well, if you don't buy all of the blast bottles, because there's 10 of them and they're 300 gold apiece, so that's 3 grand there. If you don't buy all the blast bottles, you could literally get this for like 700 gold with your discount. I mean, for 7,000 gold with the discount that you currently have. So you'd have 1,000 gold left over.
Done.
All right. So you do get
3 and 3
3 of the
bottles.
blast bottles,
Okay.
and you get a Black Star Incinerator set, the arcane goggles, and the pocket prison. Done.
Done. Sold.
Sold. Okay.
Okay, let me get
And
this
now
out.
aren't you glad you kept that grail? You know, aren't you glad?
Yeah.
Yeah, held onto the grail.
And ended up walking away from the gamblers market with it.
Okay, blast. What's it called? Blast bottles. I need to
Blast
add how
bottles?
many?
You had 3 of those.
Okay, let me one.
And
2,
Reese, while he's
3.
looking for it with the other people around town, just a normal bag of holding would work.
Okay, understood. I will find one.
Basic, uncommon item.
Okay, let's add that to that. And the BSI, what is that called?
Black Star Incinerator.
Star Incinerators. You have what, 8 of them?
Absolutely.
So if we need to stage a coup, we know who to go to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god.
Wait, no. You should only need 1 of them because that comes with 8 in the set.
Oh,
So you,
okay.
you only have to add 1. It should give you the charges for all 8 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so let's go with that. Let's go with delete.
I'm like, you shouldn't have 8 of those in your inventory. 8 sets of that in your inventory. That's way too many bombs. That's
Speak for yourself.
it's way too many bombs. I ain't gonna give you that many bombs. Okay. In
Why
no
not?
version of this did you walk away with that many bombs.
64 bombs.
Yeah. Ain't no way.
So many bombs.
I'm okay with this. Okay, so and Glass bottle, prison. Oh, and goggles.
And the
I'll hold
goggles,
on
yeah.
to the goggles for when he gets back. I think he would enjoy that.
I'm giving them to Bill right now.
For the meantime, Bill will have the goggles.
Bill said he wanted them, so
That's true, he did.
Okay, so you're gonna add it.
Yes. I got you.
If you're still in the buying mood, I would like that arrow.
I think he's adding. I mean, you literally take his last 1,000 gold, but I mean,
That's
Oh, wait. How much gold do I have now?
you're back down to like a straight 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold.
Yeah.
Never mind. I don't want to use up all of his gold.
only some.
Well, yeah.
And I mean, he just walked away with a fucking kick ton.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is. I mean,
We could raise the
Yeah.
city.
you could
Yeah,
burn the
he's
city down. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but you could do a lot.
Did he have to sign any paperwork when he bought the Black Star incinerators?
Nope.
No. Oh God. What
Money.
is this lawless society? Where's the ATM?
Oh, he just gave the mining guild some blasting.
Tim
measures.
Reese,
That's
your
all
mother
he
says
did.
hey.
That's true.
Hi, Mama.
He says.
Fair enough.
That is.
It was for the guild. You just flash your guild icon, and you're like, "Hey,
Just-
it's with the guild."
I needed this for the guild. I need these extremely expensive bombs for the guild.
For the guild.
Okay.
All right. And on that number, I think we'll end tonight's session.
Sounds good.
Now that Bombardier has loaded up on magic.
Finally, I'm going back to my hole.